All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing your daily horoscope for Monday, the 27th of July, 2020. We've got the moon entering the sign of Scorpio at about midnight tonight. Well, midnight on Sunday night when I'm creating this video. So at 12 a.m., the moon's going to move into the sign of Scorpio, right around there. And let me just show you, because the moon's just going to move and everything's going to light up. Okay, everything in the chart's lighting up right now. The moon's connecting to everything, and it's saying the gist of this is I'll show you the chart, and we'll talk about all these little aspects. Is this deep guttural thing down here that's going on? That it is our essence, our core of what of who we are and what we're trying to achieve. You know, it's like we came back to this planet with a fresh brain, with a fresh slate, you know, this clean identity, clean slate, right? And it's like the soul has a mission that's saying, yes, incarnate me or reincarnate me back on Earth, right? I mean, take the physical body because there's a mission, there's a goal, right? And our astrological fingerprint, you know, our natal charts, you know, there's something hidden within these that shows us part of our purpose, you know, and then the rest is how we're navigating life on Earth. And it's quite often, it's often that we forget why we came here, what we're doing, who we are, and where we're going. What is our earthly mission? Because what happens is we come down here, and then it's, you know, and then you go to preschool, and then you wear this, and these are the clothes that you're going to wear that you're not going to get made fun of, and if you do this, you will get made fun of, and, you know, and it's just like life's, the pre-existing life's orders, you know, and they kind of mold and shape us. And we lose track of our mission. We lose track of our purpose. Or sometimes we say, oh, that's not for me. But we have this deep feeling that we're being pulled in a direction, very animated today, that we're being pulled in a direction. But then we have these self-defeating thoughts, okay? And this is the epitome of what's going on today. And this is the universe saying, like, hey, you remember who you are. Remember that you came here for a purpose, for a reason, and to ignore the world, ignore, in a sense, the order or structures or the how we've created life on Earth to be. Okay, we're recreating what life could be, right? And we have to recreate it from the inside out, right? So we're you know, like this Jupiter in Capricorn, something I talked about a couple days ago, is about drawing within the lines. And Jupiter, you know, Saturn's job is to keep those lines tight, you know, keep form so that the cat looks like a cat and it's not a Picasso painting, you know what I'm saying? So Jupiter's job is to expand this reality, to expand this physical world, to expand, right? It's Jupiter's job is to expand within the limits of Saturn. Neptune expands outside the limits of Saturn, right? So, all right, let me get into this chart. Because we're drawing, you know, we're expanding the lines from the inside out. Okay, so it's like we have to learn the rules in order to break them. Now let's get into the day. So you already know, you already know what's coming. Now watch this. All right, so moon freshly into Scorpio, and we're just going to start lighting up here around 7 a.m. All right, so now we've got a square here to the sun. Okay, moon square the sun, these deep feelings. And this sun is saying, like, look, I'm going to light this day up. I'm going to light the world up. I'm going to do what I came here to do. And then there's these deep things. And this might be taboo. These feelings that we have might be taboo, right? And that's kind of the beauty of life, is sometimes it takes that sense of extreme. So at the same time, we have this square, this bit of tension saying there's something deep going on within my life, or this feeling, this deep feeling of something that I want to be doing, where I want to be going in life, okay? So we have this square to the sun saying, look, I do have the energy, I do have the light, and it's up to me to take the action, okay? We also have this septile happening here over to Chiron. Really great aspect, okay? Encouraging healing of self, right? And then Chiron starting to trine the sun for the next week, okay? So in 5 days it'll be exact, 4 days, 4.5 days it'll be exact. But either way, that trine's going to stay here through the next week, okay? Saying courage to let go of the things that are holding us back from achieving what we want. And we also see here that septile coming up to biseptile, the S with a little 2, biseptile. Okay, up to the south node septile to the moon, septile back over here to Chiron. Okay, so this is that healing. This is this healing going on. We have to remember that we are this driving force in our lives, that we have all of the strength, all of the ambition, all of the everything that we need, right? Every atom of our body is forged in the furnace of the sun. Okay, so we have that power within us. And we also have, we hear this sesqui-square down to Venus. It's like, do you not love your life? Do you not love these things that you desire? Do you not believe in yourself? Do you not believe in breakthroughs? Do you not believe your dreams could come real? This is being put to the test today. It's just like your actions that take place, what you're doing with your life, it adds up. And this is saying, like, you're this deep stuff that's going on, these passions, these things that you're burying down inside, thinking, am I not good enough to achieve my dreams or my goals, or to have this love or this job or this career or this thing going on in life? And the moon's saying, look, I need you to take an honest look at what's going on internal here. Okay, these are real desires and they're not going away. They never will. So I'm either gonna do something about it, or I'm going to feel buried under the avalanche of my inadequacies for not doing that which I'm come here to do. So it's that nagging feeling. Move, make things happen, right? Let's move on a couple hours here. Okay, now that beautiful aspect that happens early in the morning becomes a quincunx, and again, that becomes challenge. Like, do you want to heal? That's an honest thing. It's when we look into the psychology of depression, it's the depressed people want to be depressed because if they weren't depressed, and that sounds harsh, and I've been there. I've been there. And it's just like, we have to see that light at the end of the tunnel. We have to believe it's there. We have to have the belief. We have to have the faith. Okay, Neptune and Pisces, we have to have that faith that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, that the feeling of this, it's like we've been carrying around a down comforter that's been soaked in water. And we've just been dragging it on us, and this heavy weighted feeling, with a lot of the water energy that we've had over the past couple of months. All right. And this is like, shake that off. Get rid of this dead weight. Get rid of what no longer serves. Remember that you have the power to remove these obstacles in your life. Remember that you have the opportunity to tap into your personal internal fire and make moves, to make waves, to create in this life, and to be the passionate human being that you are. And this is like, go full force, go full tilt. It's interesting too that this, Mars rules Aries and Scorpio, okay? And when we have a cardinal sign, this is the initiation, okay? This is the spark of the match, where this is the boiling water, okay? This isn't a moment. This is what's going to last, okay? So understanding that Mars here in Aries is saying, I can take the initiative, okay? I can get this stuff going, and I have all the fire of the sun in me. And this is saying, what my emotional body says is I have the consistency, the stamina to sustain, okay? To sustain that boiling water. So what this is saying is these feelings that we have are not going to go away. These feelings of these dreams or whatever that's going on in our lives are not going to away, and we're being confronted. Literally, everything is getting squared by the moon today. And we just came from the moon squaring, if we back it up here on Sunday night, the moon squaring these bad boys, that's what I like to call them, the bad boys up in Capricorn, making sure that we're changing, making sure that we're sticking to it. So it's like the moon is just being hit. But at the same time, it's being liberated, you know? And now as our day continues, okay, we're going to be tried. We're going to remember that this isn't an instance. It's not a moment, that this is a life. This is a long-term thing, a long-term feeling. You know, the legs to the feet that you walk on that move you from A to B, they're going to be your feet for the rest of your life. You know, so those feelings, although it's not a tangible thing, they're going to be with you for the rest of your life. So are you going to take action in creating it? Or are you go, you know, and follow what you love in your life? And now thankfully we have a little bit of like positive here with the moon. This is going at the end of the night. The moon starts to create, right, some positive aspects here to Mercury. Okay, easy flow of communication with what? Okay, we're talking about our emotions, our feelings, and the deep-rooted feelings. Sex, money, power, Scorpio, shared resources, what's going on, what's mine, what's yours. You know, how can we build greater together, right? And we're finding new creative ways to do that. Now we're septile to Mars. Again, this is that beautiful, consistent energy. Like I can start the project and I can finish the project, right? I love it. My mentor, Rick Levine, always said, an Aries and a Scorpio fighting, if the Aries doesn't knock out the Scorpio in the first hit, the Scorpio's got the stamina to win the fight, because the Aries is going to lose the energy early in the fight. Now, that's not saying literal, but it's talking about astrological terms of understanding the energy. You know, it's a consistent it's in for the long haul. You know, this is a marathon versus a sprint, okay? So when we have Mars and the moon in Scorpio and Mars home in Aries, this is like, I can start the race, I can finish the race, I can be self-sustaining during it. I've worked hard and I've done, you know, the training to be able to make this happen. So it's true. It's like whatever you're moving toward in life, you know, you've been working at this for a long time, and this isn't time to give up. This is time to keep going. You know, this is time to maybe look at it in a different light, under a different angle. We do have this creative quintile happening with the moon to Jupiter, to Pluto, and to Saturn. So this is saying expand the ways in which you execute that of what you're doing, that of what your emotional needs desire, and how you're achieving those things. Maybe there's a different way to go about doing it, a different way to achieve it. Okay, and that's going to be some of the magic that comes out through the day. And as the day progresses, then again, we get this beautiful connection through Mercury, all right, as well as we're going to start to get that trine to Neptune. Oops, I'm at 1 a.m. So back to midnight here, 11 p.m. Either way, you know, we're starting to get that trine here. We got the trine going on here. Okay, so our emotional needs are connecting with our dreams. 20 degrees, Jupiter and Neptune sextile together, okay? These are two planets of expansion. And we have this creative energy going on. Mars quintile. What is that quintile? Up here to Saturn, excuse me. Chiron quintile to Saturn. And Mars quintile down here to the North Node. Seeking new information, right? Seeking an alternative way to do these things. Okay, so the universe has got our back today. It's encouraging us to not give up, to remember that these things are a part of us, and to not bury them. You know, it's like we bury them when we get an ulcer or something, you know. So it's like let the volcano erupt if that's what's going on, you know, whatever that is. If it's a creative energy that's coming out of you, or, you know, I'm not saying erupt in some sort of anger or aggressive manner, but saying just let it flow, right? Let the energy flow out of you. Let what you love and desire and these deep-rooted passions, embody it, be it. You know, the volcano is just a mountain if it weren't a volcano. Identify, right? That's Mars and Aries, Chiron and Aries. Is like that's me. This is who I am. I'm a volcano. I'm not a mountain. I'm not a hill. I'm not a mound or a bump. You know, I have a specific thing. And me and you are this specific thing. And our job here is to remember to the best we can of why we came back here, to be that thing, that person that we are. Deep, okay? And it's going to continue, but it's going to lighten up a bit on Tuesday, right? As those connections to Mercury and the connection to Neptune solidify, and that Neptune-Jupiter conjunction solidifies, and then we're going to get the sextile between the moon and Jupiter. We're going to talk about it more tomorrow. So it's just like, if we work through it, if we jump through the hurdles and not just give up, there's a sweet reward over the finish line. All right? So thank you, as always, for hanging out with me. I seriously appreciate you so much. It's always a pleasure to sit down and do this. Thank you. I love you. I wish you enough, and we'll see you tomorrow.